Our supply of homes available for sale continues to drop. Homes sit on the market a little longer before they continue to sell, and prices have continued to drop. Now, all of this is normal. It's a seasonal expectation. I will continue to say two things. Welcome to The Numbers and the Nuance. I'm Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is the playlist that I make weekly to keep you in the know on Utah's real estate market. Today is the day after Christmas, the 26th of December, 2023. I hope you had the best of holidays. Believe it or not, real estate continued to happen in this last week. And so let's just take a look at what the trends have been. I'll give you the big picture idea of what the market looks like right now, and then I'll show you some graphs and charts as always to give you a solid idea of exactly where things are trending and where they are right now. So to dive right in, what's happening right now is that inventory, our supply of homes available for sale, continues to drop. Homes sit on the market a little longer before they continue to sell, and prices have continued to drop. Now, all of this is normal. It's a seasonal expectation. I will continue to say two things. One, the current position of our market in terms of our amount of inventory combined with us being right on the verge of an interest rate drop, not a waterfall, but a slow, steady drop over time. That position really sets us up to experience an uncomfortable rise in home prices come spring of 2024. So what I've been saying for the last couple of months now is this: if you're thinking of buying a home in the near future, and if it can make financial sense for you right now or in the next couple of months, I highly recommend you take advantage of lower prices and less competition right now instead of dealing with the higher prices and higher competition that will come in spring. Thing number two, and I mentioned this last week, if we look at the chart that shows us the number of price reductions that are happening every week, we'll see that there's been a steep drop. And it'd be easy to read that and come away with the impression that prices are not dropping. Sellers aren't dropping the prices on their homes anymore, but that's not quite the right take from that number. That number is dropping for a couple of reasons. One, there are just fewer homes for sale. There are fewer sellers. There are a few thousand fewer sellers than there were just 3 months ago. Also, this, believe it or not, is a seasonal expectation as well. People don't like dropping the asking price of their homes apparently over the holidays. And in fact, if we look at the graph of this same period of time, if we look at a graph from Halloween to the New Year of this year and compare it to Halloween to the New Year of the previous year, we'll see the same exact pattern almost. That steep drop in the number of price drops that are happening per week. So this is a seasonal pattern, it's expected, and it's telling us the same story as it always does. It's not so much that prices aren't dropping, it's that there are fewer sellers to drop their prices than there have been in previous months. And there is a typical pattern of people not wanting to drop prices so much over the holidays. It turns out though, when you look at the number of difference between list price and sold price, that continues to drop, meaning we continue to get a little further away in actual sold price than from list price. So sellers may not be excited to drop their price, but when push comes to shove during this winter season, there's not a lot of people eager to buy homes right now. Push comes to shove and the prices are dropping at point of sale. There's just not a lot of sellers eager to drop their price before they go under contract. All right, let's look at the numbers for this last week. Inventory currently sits at 8,075. That's down from the previous week. This is trending down for like 10 weeks now. Average days on market is now at 57. That is up from the previous week, and this is trending up, taking longer to sell the homes. Average list price in the prior week was $638,670. That is down from last week, and this is starting to trend down. The average sold price this prior week was $622,909, which means the difference between average list price last week and average sold price last week comes to $15,761. That's down from the previous week, trending down, still in favor of the buyer on this number. Number of homes sold last week came to 445. That's more than the previous week, but it's trending down. Number of homes we have under contract is 3,740. That's down from the previous week, still trending down. Price reductions, look at that drop. Price reductions 232. That's down quite a bit from the prior week, and this is trending sharply down as you can see. And then lastly, the number of listing contracts that have been canceled, expired, or withdrawn from the MLS comes to 281, which is down from last week, and this is obviously trending up. Now my habit is always to look at the previous quarter up to the present. So that means that across time, throughout the fourth quarter, we've been looking at trends from the beginning of the third quarter to whatever the present week is, which means that whenever we get to the end of a quarter, we're looking at trends across a span of 2 quarters. Next week will be the beginning of a new year and the beginning of a new quarter, which means we'll start looking at trends next week from the beginning of the fourth quarter of this year. So we'll see the trends of the fourth quarter alone. We'll wrap that up and show you what the fourth quarter looked like, and we'll look at 2023 real estate trends on the whole. So we'll wrap up the whole year, see what we can learn by looking at the numbers of the entire year. And that's it this week. So if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me with them in the comments. If you or anybody you know is thinking to buy real estate in the coming months, I hope you'll reach out to me. You know that I know this market and I love to be on your team. And as always, if you want to stay educated on Utah's right now real estate market, you won't find a better way than hitting that subscribe button and staying tuned every Monday with me on the here and now market of Utah's real estate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.